Ba 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 ba. Ha 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 ha. Wait, are we live? I'm pretty sure we are. Yep. There we are. You're live. Okay, today I did not actually advertise the stream, so I don't think we're gonna have a lot of viewers today. I can skip that shit. Yeah. But I hope at least someone comes. But even if no one comes, I'm fine. I'm enjoying myself with this game way too much to care about viewers. I do hope someone comes at least. What was his name? Yeah. Okay, I hope someone comes. I'm not gonna lie. Would be nice if someone shows up. I was washing dishes before this, and God forbid, I did not know washing dishes was so hard. It takes so much time and it's so difficult. It takes way too much time, if you ask me. Okay, let me. I mean, since no one's here, I think we can wait for like 2 more minutes. What do I mean we? There's no we here. It's all me, bro. We. Wait a second. Oh, can I share it? Oh yeah, I can. Where I can. Unfortunate, I can't really share this. Okay, who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Someone just came. Who is it? Okay, they left. They fucking left. Whoever it was, they gave me some hope and then they left. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's just start. Okay, so far what happened? Taka and the Fattass are dead. Mr. Fattass and Mr. Taka, both of them are dead, and we have no idea who it was. And we have collected all the clues. Now it's time for the trial. Everyone is sus on Hero, but Hero does not seem to be the guy who did it. Kyoko is kinda sus as well, but I really don't think it's her. Other than these two, Celeste is kinda sus. She was making us go around everywhere. So yeah, Celeste is really sus. Other than that, Aoi is not sus, Sakura is not sus. I don't know. Byakuya, I don't know, dude. Let's just go. Let's start. Before we start though, I would like to read about the clues that we have. Root bullets, yes, please. We have 17 truth bullets yet again. Okay, let's start with the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of blow was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Yeah, okay. A tarp was found under Kyotaka's lifeless body. Okay. The dolly was found when the was rediscovered in the repository. Has no handles. Okay. And it makes sense for this dolly to be used to transfer his body because the physics equipment room and the repository are both in the same floor. Yeah. But what we don't know is how the fat ass was moved. We don't know about that. Yeah, Hifumi. Because Hifumi died in the ground floor. And his body was then transported to the third floor. And it was done really fast. So we don't know how that happened. There does not seem to be any logical way of that happening, by the way. Yeah. Hifumi's glasses were covered in blood. And yeah, for some reason the killer cleaned Hifumi's glasses. And also, Hifumi did say it was Hiro. Like his last words were, it was Hiro. He said his name. Okay. One of them was wet, okay. Yeah, we did this yesterday. The door connecting the art room to the repository was... Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. This is interesting, but I have no idea how... Yeah, I cannot connect any dots with this. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this cloth was used to wipe away Hifumi's glasses. You know, it was... I think this cloth was used to clear his glasses. Yeah. Yeah, and yes, if this was okay, so we went to Hiro's room and we saw that he had like a blueprint for some crazy shit, and the blueprint had some handwritten notes on it, but the notes were written in a different handwriting. And we talked about this handwriting with Hiro once, so it seems like these notes were written in fact by Hiro, but the notes that were found in his room, I think those were like not written by him, or I think those were someone trying to frame him. That's like the proof that someone... I don't know, but yeah, clearly one of these notes was not written by Hiro. That's my observation, at least. Yeah, this one. So these blueprints were found in Hiro's room, and look at the handwriting, it's different. For logically you would conclude that both of these were written by Hiro, right? Because we know that this note was written by Hiro and this note was found in Hiro's room, so logically both of them should have been written by Hiro, but the handwritings are different. Robo Justice Okay. Yeah, someone gave this note to Hiro, and someone also gave a similar note to Hifumi, if I'm not wrong. Bro, it's so lonely out here. No one's in my stream today. That's so sad. Kiyotaka's Red Wash. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Wait, this handwriting? This handwriting seems similar to the blueprint handwriting, no? And the note, yeah, and the tears are identical. So it seems like Taka and Hifumi were involved in some sort of confrontation, which led to this. Again, I'm not sure. It is what it is, though. And e-handbook. Okay, this is all we know. Regulations. Okay, let's start. Let's start the fucking trial, boys.
Monokuma appears!
There are two Monokumas. What the fuck?
Wrong. Whew. Boy, tough crowd.
Stop talking.
Okay. Hey! Hey!
Let's go. Please!
What the heck?
I really don't think it's Hiro.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't think it's him. What did you find?
Hey.
Yeah, let's go.
That's right.
But Hiro was about to say something. We can't just cut him off. Wait. Yeah, and for some reason I don't know. Okay guys, I'll tell you one thing. I have avoided every single spoiler for this game. I have no idea about what happens in the future, but I can't believe Taka goes out like that. Hifumi I can understand, but Taka, I don't think he dies like that. I don't think Taka can die like that. Surely he's more important to the game, to the story. I don't know, bro. Let's go. The number of people reduces each time. Yeah. Like, how many are dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 7 of us are dead. No?
Wah?
Come on.
Yoo-hoo!
Okay. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? Let's save it. Yeah, I would like to set some skills. Cool and composed. Okay, I would like to have that. Do I not have handiwork? I was going to reload 2 bullets at once. Okay. I think I have equipped every skill I can. I still have 5 spare skill points. They will come in handy in the future, I hope. Yeah, let's go, let's go. The trial begins.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Alright.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then
Something
I'll
wrong.
punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay.
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
Shut up, Aoi. Calm down.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I don't think it was Hiro though.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
How are you really the murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
I'm really sus on Celeste. But Celeste could not have killed. Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know! I don't know! I don't know!
Yeah. Let's let the trial begin, bro. Let's fucking go. Yasuhiro's message.
Everything we found in your room, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Okay, calm down. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are...
Boom! You're wrong.
That's wrong!
That's wrong.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Exactly. I
Unless
called
that
it.
person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Which is true.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What?
Byakuya.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Who was it? Was it Taka? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Justice suit.
Hina. What? It's Hina? Yeah, it's not Hina. Yeah.
Shoot!
Yeah, exactly. It's not Hina. I mean, it's not Hiro. Is it the Illuminati? It has...
Shoot!
Oh my god. So it is Hiro. Mr. Whiskers? Okay, who's that? I mean, I'm sorry if that's rude. But hey, welcome to the stream. I love this game, bro. How are you, Mr. Whiskers? Version. So it is Hiro, but he's not guilty.
I got it!
Okay.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
Yeah, but Byakuya just said it wasn't Hero, so I mean, I kind of look like a fool right now.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Yeah. Please don't spoil anything, yeah. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna finish all the games. I just like started streaming this game yesterday, and I'm loving it so far. So I think I'm gonna stream every day at this time, and I'm gonna finish all the games. I'm loving it so far. Yeah, thanks for coming though. I appreciate it. You're the first viewer today. Yesterday we had some, but today you're the first.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
So Hero is the prime
That doesn't
suspect.
make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Yeah, I mean, this game is full of twists. Like, even now, there are so many twists. I'm loving it, actually. Makes perfect sense. Heroes, this is
So
it
what
does.
you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
But the guy in the Robo Justice suit was beating people up.
Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
What is it?
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
No, he's smart, Hina. Let him talk.
All things have a proper order.
Let the smart guy talk.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Do I have any suspicions? I don't. I have no idea. This is the first case where I am totally clueless. But I am kinda sus on Celeste, but I know she didn't kill them because she was with us when Hifumi died. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't Celeste, but Celeste was like making us run around the place, you know. She told us she saw the shadow, and then we went upstairs. Then we didn't find anything. Then she went to the third floor. She was screaming. We went there, and all of a sudden, Hifumi's dead. It's kind of weird. But I'm really doubtful. I don't think it's Celeste.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain
yeah, it was-
particular items.
it was
Makoto,
moved.
can you tell us what they were?
It was the card. It was Dolly. Yeah,
I got it!
I got it. Things that were used to move Taka's body. Oh wait, did I embarrass myself or something?
I got it!
Yeah,
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
yeah, it was. And also, I just can't believe that Taka is dead. I can understand Hifumi dying, but Taka is. I thought he had more to offer. I actually don't think he's. I mean, he is dead, but I didn't think he would die so easily.
So, let's see if I can explain.
Let's go.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we
Yeah.
found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp.
I mean,
right?
yeah, Taka had like main character energy. Or not even like, if not main character, he had like strong side character energy. He died too easily. I don't believe it. And why are we talking about how Taka's body was moved?
It
The
was
main
same
problem
tarp that up
is
until
how
then was stored in the equipment room.
the fat ass's body was moved. I mean, by fat ass I mean, what was his name? What
So
was
the
his
killer
name?
must
His
have
name
seen it
was
there
Hifumi.
and
Yeah,
decided
Hifumi.
to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they would
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the
My favorite character is Kyoko, by far. easily my favorite character, and I also like Aoi. These two. No, I think I like everyone that's still alive. I like them all, except for Hiro. I don't like Hiro that much. Hiro is kinda like, he's like side character energy. I don't like that about him. And Aoi is like next to him, but Aoi is better than Hiro. Other than these two, I like everyone, and I like Aoi because she's hot. That's it.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Yay.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Yeah, exactly. I love every character in this game, but like, wait, what happened? I didn't pay attention. Fuck.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Wait, I need to pay attention to the case. I'm sorry.
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No,
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
she's lying.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
What is she talking about? I literally solved
You
every
all
single case
accepted
so
the
far.
fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
That's just a lie. It's the tires. Wait. Yes, I would like to learn more. Reloading, okay. I have forgotten about the the mechanics of the game. I'm not very good at this. I think I'm gonna need some trials. Underneath the tempo model, you'll see your ammo count. Okay. Yeah. Damn. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
Oh my god.
You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Oh!
Worst. You
I don't
miserable
understand this game mode, bro.
wretch. You have it wrong.
Okay.
Cannot agree.
Oh, what do I do?
So pathetic.
I forgot.
Lies will get.
Dude, I don't know what to do. I forgot this. It's been a week since I did this. I don't remember how we played this shit, bro. Okay, it's me, of course, and we all die. It's Makoto. No, I'm gonna try again. I forgot how it worked, bro.
I refuse to give up yet.
Yeah. Let's go. Like, not at all. Let's go. I forgot how you used to win. I don't know.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
Oh.
Wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
Okay,
I cannot agree.
so I just have to take it when it's negative, right?
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with
Oh,
you.
okay, okay.
You miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
Am I losing or am I winning?
Lies will get
I
you
don't know.
Do your worst. You miserable wretch.
Am I winning or
Oh,
what?
wretch.
I don't know what's going on.
Had it wrong.
Did I? Okay, this is so embarrassing. I forgot how you. Okay, you have to just maintain the tempo. Just spam click on the negative, spam click left and right. But if you miss, isn't it like wrong? Does something bad happen if you miss? Okay, okay, skip this shit. I'm sorry, bro.
refuse to
This
give
is
up
really
yet.
embarrassing. And why is it happening so fast? Normally, these bullet time battles come at the end, right? Okay, if you miss, it's fine. Okay, hopefully.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree.
Oh,
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
oh shit.
Do your worst. Away with you.
Oh my. Okay.
You miserable.
Ah,
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I am missing
Lies
everything.
will get you nowhere.
This is so. What do I do, bro?
You miserable wretch. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
Okay, I think I can win.
Lies will get you nowhere.
Did I win? Did I win?
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Okay. Somehow it worked. Somehow. I don't know what I did, but it worked.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
What happened?
When I
Oh
found
yeah,
the
the
dolly in the
tires.
repository, there was a pool
Whew,
of blood in
I hope
the
I don't have to
room
do
with
that
a
again.
tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Yeah, we
And
knew
as
this.
The blood dried on the tire. They moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
But like, why are we even bothering about how Taka's body was moved when it was literally on the same floor? That's not the main concern. The main concern is how Hifumi's body was moved, because he is very fat, he's heavy, and he was literally 2 floors downstairs. It doesn't make sense, you know. How was his body moved upstairs so quick? Taka's body is not what we should be worrying about.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then
Yeah, but Robo Justice was still beating everyone up.
what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Yeah, that's
I'd be
unrelated.
happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Yeah, I think it's because the suit is like really cramped and it can't move.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately
Yeah.
obvious.
Because in order to move the body, you have to crouch and you have to move your waist, but you can't really move your waist when you're wearing the suit. Yeah, I know what it. Yeah, I know. Let's go.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room,
That's fair.
and from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
That is true.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Yeah, but he couldn't have done it. Okay, it wasn't this. Okay, I'm sorry. This is embarrassing.
Shoot!
Okay. I mean,
As we
I'm
know,
not totally
Taco
wrong.
was killed, and from there.
Yeah, then loaded it on.
Now,
Keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Even without a
god.
handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you could push
But
the dolly no problem.
what's going on?
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the.
Yeah, but that's not
then you
possible.
must realize that who.
Okay,
Sorry.
guys,
I
listen,
don't think I
listen,
realize anything.
listen. I'm usually not this bad at video games. Trust me.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Shoot!
I didn't mean to do. Okay. Please, don't judge me. Don't judge me, please, guys. It wasn't me. I didn't mean to do it. Ah, this is so embarrassing. Oh my god. I wish I was dead right now. It should have been me, not Taka.
Is this...
Yeah.
I refuse to give up yet!
I know where the problem was. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I've embarrassed myself enough.
As we know, and from there.
Yeah, then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind that the.
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is bend over.
Boom.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, we got it. You can't bend
You're
over,
absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
but you can't when you're wearing the suit.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
No, you can't. You absolutely can't.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Yeah, you can't bend at the waist. We knew this.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
True.
Am I right about that?
Now
Totally.
that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well,
True.
what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
I love her. I love Toko.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
That is also true.
Isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
You can't. I don't know. I think you can't take it off by yourself.
I got it!
Yeah.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Oh yeah, you actually. Yeah. I remember. You can't take it off by yourself.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
By the way, the second game is very good. I hope you do love it. Yeah, I will definitely play it. As soon as this game is over, I'm going to the next. I don't care if it's good or bad. I will play it. I'm loving this game so far. Trust me.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
I kind of wish Hero's the killer.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for
Subscribe.
everyone to suspect.
Wait, what? You subscribed? Yo, thanks, man. I actually wanted to tell you, like, I wanted to ask you to subscribe, but I didn't want to, like, sound like that, you know? I didn't want to beg for a subscriber, but I really wanted a subscriber, so thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much. And yeah, if you want to tune in, I will always be live at this time. So yeah, if you're free, feel free to come join. Thanks for subbing, by the way. Thank you.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Don't worry, anyone who sees this guy, man. Oh, thanks, man. You're so nice.
To be clear,
You are too nice.
whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Yeah, you did take the picture of the robot beating
You all
everyone
got
up.
a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Celeste is really sus. Yeah, Celeste is kinda sus.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Yeah, he did mention the robot. Yeah.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Why is Celeste so pushy about this though? It doesn't make sense for her to push this, because isn't she like cold and calculated? I think she's pushing it too much.
Yeah.
That's really sus.
Yeah.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that
Yeah, exactly.
conclusion.
It's too early.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before
We have time.
rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead
Totally.
of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
And this is why we love Kyoko.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Alright?
What a pain in the ass!
Sure.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
I also love Sakura, by the way. I did not expect to like Sakura this much. She's great.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Exactly.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning.
We
Four
met
of
up.
us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
Yeah,
And
that
as
is
soon
true.
as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
Why did Celeste even go to the recreational room though? Yeah, why was she there? It doesn't make sense.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Wait a second. This is the door to the recreational room, no? And that bench is not outside the room, so this photo was taken from inside the room. Huh. How do you take the photo from inside the room when you're being sneaky? Because she said she was being sneaky when she took the photo. Am I overthinking this? But clearly, yeah, clearly she took the photo from inside the room. How are you inside the room? And how are you taking the photo while being sneaky? Doesn't make sense. You were not being sneaky. You are lying, Celeste.
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but the photo was totally not taken from outside the room because the bench is not in the hallway, right? There's a bench behind the robot. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Alright?
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
Yeah, exactly. And Celeste was the one who made us go upstairs. It was no one else. It was her. She was the one who was yapping about seeing shadows and shit. She was the one who was screaming. Sakura is vampire girl. Shut up, bro. Sakura is a goddess. Yeah, Celeste is
When
really
Celeste
sus.
told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the third floor.
Again,
and I yelled
it's
out
only
to
her.
everyone as soon as I did.
It's only Celeste who is seeing these people moving around. No one else is seeing anything. It's her. Why is she the only one? That's really sus. Very, very sus. Yeah.
and then,
Yeah, and this was when Hifumi died.
at that point, we decided to divide up into two groups.
So clearly, since Celeste was with us, she's clearly not the killer. I mean, obviously. But still, she's too helpful to the killer, accidentally.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's
I don't know.
office,
She's helping the killer in some way. I don't know, bro.
while Sakura, Byakuya.
Oh yeah.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the third floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. We heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office.
Yeah,
but
true.
right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Yeah, and Hifumi's body and again, it's Celeste who's telling us that the body disappeared. Very
We
weird.
rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
True.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Okay,
And
let's
from
do
there,
that.
we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
What happened to Taka?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
what makes you say that?
Yeah.
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3. while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
But it's not though.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi.
He
Or
died
perhaps
before.
it was
Okay,
after?
he died before Hifumi because Hifumi was still alive when we talked. We kind of talked to him, right? But Taka's watch said it was just after 6 a.m. So clearly Taka died before Hifumi.
We already know what order they were killed in.
We don't know.
Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I don't know which one is it. None of these clues are the ones. Yeah, none of these clues are, in my opinion.
Regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last
Was it?
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering.
It's true that while Taka's death,
See?
So we don't.
It's obvious
Okay.
Taka came after.
Manjeet. Hello Manjeet, what's up?
So, regarding Taka's
Oh my
death,
god.
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after.
We already
know what
Yeah, we
order
don't
they
know
were
the
killed
order.
in.
Which one is it, bro?
Shoot!
Am I supposed to like pick one?
So, regarding Taka's death,
Yeah, wait. Okay, concentration. If you Okay, do I need to
I
like
wonder if he
equip
died before
another
or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the
Justice Hammers!
which one is it? I don't get it. Okay, I think I'm supposed to pick up. I think I'm supposed to pick one up. Hold down the left. Yeah, I can't find a contradiction.
So, regarding
Am I
Taka's
stupid?
death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already
Know what order they were killed in.
Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, it was this. I get it. I got it. I'm not
There's
totally
no reason to
stupid.
assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Okay.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yeah, he
Okay,
was.
Then, let's see the proof.
The watch, the watch, the watch. It's the watch. Oh, wristwatch. WRI. Where's the I? Boom. S T W A. Okay, A T C H. Where's the H? Come on, come on. H. Boom. Wristwatch. It was the
Now I
wristwatch.
understand. got it! Taka's wristwatch!
Yeah.
See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Yeah, his wristwatch worked the night before, but in the morning it's not working anymore.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Yeah.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Totally.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Yes.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That is also
That's
true.
right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
What if it wasn't Hifumi screaming? What if it was the laptop? Because, okay, theory time. The laptop can emulate the characters that are in the school, right? And yeah, so the laptop showed us by being Chihiro and Mondo. And the laptop was programmed to scream when someone took it, right? So what if the laptop screamed because some external entity was taking part? Yeah. Okay, remember I said this, okay? I think in the future it's gonna come in handy. The laptop was the one who screamed. It's not Hifumi who screamed. It was the laptop emulating Hifumi. That's just my opinion though.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
Makes
don't
sense,
know.
makes sense.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
But what if it wasn't Hifumi who screamed? It was probably the AI. It was the laptop.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
That is also true.
At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Yeah.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I
True.
didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Kyoko is so smart. She's so calm.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
I love Kyoko.
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to focus on all this time. He's too fat to be moved from the ground floor to the third floor without any external intervention.
And according to what Celeste said,
Yeah. How the fuck do you move his body in 2 minutes? That's impossible.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
It doesn't make sense, bro.
But
Did he commit suicide or something? I don't know, bro. I have no idea.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
That's what I've been saying this entire time.
What if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
What's the
If
way?
the dead body were to move itself.
Did I just say that? I just said that.
The dead body moved on its own?
Yeah, Hifumi was not completely dead though. The first time, he was not completely dead.
No! Not another...
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult.
Yeah,
I think what she's implying is
he was not completely dead.
we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was still alive.
Alive?
Yeah.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
That's very much
But I
possible.
mean, we found his body. He was dead.
No, he wasn't. He literally cried
Perhaps
in front
he
of
was
you.
simply
No, I mean,
playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
it is. Yeah, it is possible. He was still alive. He was totally alive. It has nothing to do with the wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
No, he was
He
alive.
was dead, without a
He
doubt.
was alive. He was
And you know
alive.
that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body
Had been found.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Okay, I kind of overthink. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. It wasn't me. Give me another chance. No. Don't give
I
up.
refuse to give up yet.
Yeah. Hifumi was not dead because he came back to life when Aoi was crying. So yeah, there's no way he was dead.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Yeah, he was still alive.
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that.
Surely you heard the
Body discovery.
Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Am I? What? Okay. What?
Shoot!
Maybe. So are you suggesting that someone found Taka's body before Hifumi? But in order for the announcement to be made, there have to be 3 people who find the body, no? Clearly there were not 3 people who found Taka's body before us. Unless someone within us is lying, of course.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse, there's a chance
He was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead,
And you know that how?
surely you heard the body
But
discovery
Hifumi was not
announcement.
dead. He was not dead.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first
Oh
found
my God.
Hifumi in the nurse's office,
There's a chance he
Was actually
still...
No, Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
But he was not dead.
Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No! I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna fucking.
Are you saying that when we first...
found Hifumi, there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead.
And you know that
Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Shoot!
I have no idea what's going on.
Are you...
Wait, Hifumi was dead. Am I stupid? Hifumi was not dead yet.
There's a chance he was actually...
He's still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body
Had been found.
I don't know.
Shoot!
Oh my god, I'm look. What was it?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually
Still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm gonna crash the fuck out. I have no idea what's wrong.
Shoot!
What am I doing wrong?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was
Was actually still alive.
alive?
Yeah, he was still alive.
No, it is impossible.
It's not impossible,
Hifumi was
dumbass.
dead, without a doubt.
And
He-
you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Oh my god, I'm gonna crash out. Oh, which is... What is it? I'm gonna crash. Oh. Yo, can someone help me? You know what? No, I don't need help. I don't need help. I have no idea though. Oh!
I refuse to give up yet!
Okay, I don't need help. I am right. What am I? There are no other bullets.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually
Actually still alive.
alive?
He was still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body
Had been found.
and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'll show you.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office?
The game taught me I will. Bro! Okay, until now I was doing fine. I don't know this.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
What is it? Oh!
Shoot!
Oh my god, bro! What is it?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually
Still alive.
He was
No.
still alive.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead.
I think I've tried every single combination so far.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. What's going on, bro? I've been at this for like 10 minutes now.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
nurse's
brute force
office,
this. I'm sorry, guys.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
I'm gonna try every single possibility.
Shoot!
I don't care.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
There's a chance he was.
No,
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
It's not here. Okay. This is so annoying.
Shoot!
Oh my god.
Are you saying that when we first. There's a chance he.
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead, and that is why.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
Okay.
discovery.
It's not the broken fucking wristwatch.
Shoot!
This is so annoying, bro. I'm just gonna brute force every single outcome. I have no other choice. I don't know where I'm going wrong. Surely something's wrong with the game, because it's not me. I'm not stupid like that.
Is this...
I hope so, at least.
I refuse to give up yet!
Yeah. Oh! Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Nothing to do with the broken wristwatch.
are you saying that when
When we first found he. There's a.
Chance he was actually still alive.
alive?
Okay.
No, Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you
Heard the body.
discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's
Dead body had
been
been.
found.
Okay, it's not this. This is so annoying, bro.
Shoot!
Are you saying that when we first found
Fumi in the nurse. There's a chance.
Chance he was actually still
Pick this up.
alive?
Go.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead, and that is.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
It's not this one. Oh my god!
Shoot!
Am I missing
Are
something?
you saying
Is there like... weak spots? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not missing anything.
There's a chance he.
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's.
His dead body had been found.
And that is why the announcement.
Are we really so sure about? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay. Does it go? Do I still have that bullet?
Are you saying
Okay, I
that when
still
we
have the
first
bullet.
found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually
Still alive.
Shoot!
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Are you saying that
When we first found him, there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
Okay, let's pick this up.
Is why the
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, let's pick this one up. Oh my god. How are 5 people still watching me?
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Wait,
there's a chance
He was actually still alive.
oh my, oh. Okay. Calm down, Ronak. Calm down.
Are you saying that when we first...
I think I've literally tried every single combination. There's no way. Nothing has worked so far.
There's a chance he was actually...
Still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
I have no idea what's going on.
Are we?
Let me guess the name of this game too. No! This is the best game ever. You will not talk shit about Danganronpaaaa. It's me who's shit. I can figure this out.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
He was actually still alive. Oh my god! What? Ah!
Shoot!
How many times will I die, bro? It's not the game, it's me. I'm missing something. I'm stuck. Bro, if anyone has played this game, please just tell me what it is. I have no idea. I'm so lost. No! Give it another shot,
I
bro.
refuse to give up yet.
We don't die like this, bro. There's no way. Make your argument. Okay. It has nothing to do with the broken wristwatch. We tried it.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that is.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement
Wait.
was to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi and then there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Wait, I have an idea.
It is impossible. Hifumi was
What
dead,
if
and you
the
know that.
same
Surely you heard
weak
the
point
body
is
Hifumi's
the
dead,
fucking-
And that is.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement
Okay.
was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah. Let's go. If
Are
this
you
doesn't
saying
work, I
that
don't know
when
what
we
will.
first found there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Kyoko's dialogue encounter with Celeste. Okay, let me try that.
Shoot!
I'm fucking crashing out. So pick up
Are you saying
Kyoko,
that when we
encounter
first found
Celeste.
there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead, and that.
Okay, let me try that.
Are we really so? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay. Let me try this.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
No.
Hifumi was dead.
Okay.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the Hifumi's
His dead body
had been found.
Woo! Woo! I'm the fucking best! Oh!
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
I need this. Oh! Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank God. God is still alive. Let's go, bro. This should not have been so hard. I think I tried every single combination except for this one. Let's go. We fucking hit that shit, bro. Woo!
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
Yeah, okay. We need to calm down now. Reset. It was the same time Taka's body was found, and in order for there to be an announcement, 3 people have to find the body. So if Taka's body was found at the same time, who were the 3 people who found his body? That's the main question.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Hell yeah, bro. We hit that. We were at this for 20 minutes.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Yeah, speak up, Monokuma.
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That is exactly what I said. 3 or more people need to find the body.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Dude, my chocolate melted. What the fuck? It's so hot. The chocolate actually melted. It's... oh shit.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Because Hifumi did not really die the first time. That's why.
Shoot!
What?
I got it!
Okay.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Yeah.
And in reality,
But Hifumi was still alive.
when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office,
Yeah.
he wasn't actually dead yet.
That's what I've been saying.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Kahaya bhi? Yo, don't spoil. No one spoil, please. No one spoil. I beg. No one spoil. Manjeet, don't look it up. Don't spoil. Please. Hello, Avocado. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah.
And that's just part of it.
Hifumi wasn't actually dead because he came back to life, and you can't come back to life. He wasn't dead in the first place.
There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Why is Celeste being so negative?
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Celeste is really sus. Okay, here we go again. Oh yeah,
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bath, his body disappeared.
Yeah.
The next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
That is true.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how
It was positioned.
Here we go again. I think we're gonna be stuck here for a long time. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found him, and then his body just.
And the next time,
It was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable
Difference.
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
We don't waste time in this bitch. Boom! There was a difference. His glasses were clean.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses.
Exactly.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Yes, ma'am.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Yeah.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Exactly, we did. It was this.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
It is.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
It was.
Character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Exactly.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
It did.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel bad for Hifumi now. He's dead. I feel bad for him. I honestly feel bad for him.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Exactly.
That's a good point.
That's a very good
It
point.
must have been him, right?
Yeah. He cleaned his own glasses, then he went upstairs.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then,
I agree.
if he was just pretending to be dead,
What was with
Was it paint or something?
I think it was real blood.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
So he wasn't even hit? Wait, what? Also, how the fuck was Taka's body discovered? Because, yeah. So, oh wait, what the fuck is going on? I'm so confused.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
I don't
But
know,
he got
bro.
crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
How?
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Who? Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
What?
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
What the fuck?
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
But why would he do that? That's so stupid.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
So he killed Taka, that's what you're saying?
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
So who killed Hifumi though?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Look at Kyoko's smile. Isn't she amazing?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Yeah, it's the fucking... The paper. Yeah, exactly. Who killed Hifumi? That's my question.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's
Yeah.
right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Yeah, also we don't know about the fucking robot. There's so many things we'd have no idea about. This trial is gonna last very long.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh?
Yeah, your note was different. It told you to go to
I
the...
can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
See, then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
Rec room at 1 a.m.
And that person could only have been...
Taka.
I got it!
That person was Taka.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Who's the robot? Where's the robot? You are missing out, brother. Yesterday's episode explains it. I cannot sit and explain it to you now. Basically, there was a robot who was beating everyone up, and everyone thought it was the robot who did the killing. Yeah. But I can't explain it now. Draw Taka and murder him. Yeah.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
What?
Just to be
Huh.
clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Wait. Okay. This one's gonna be hard. I think we're gonna be stuck here for some time now.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
1 a.m.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
It does actually.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
It has. Okay, I got it.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was must have been Huffy! But remember what
Time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
the time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Fucking deflection, bro. Yeah.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was must have been Huffy! But remember what time did it...
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong, bitch.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I
Makes
think
sense.
that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that...
So Hifumi killed Taka.
No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. Ugh. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Yeah.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
It does.
And Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap.
Makes sense, makes
Did I
sense.
get all that right?
You did.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
You are a fucking dumbass.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
Yeah.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
Who could do that?
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
We did.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
That is true.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Go ahead,
And
Yasuhiro.
what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
Yeah.
Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Okay, so Hifumi was probably killed with the hammer that was washed in the repository. So the killer killed Hifumi with a normal hammer. It was not a justice hammer. And then they washed the hammer and kept it back in its place.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around.
Yeah,
this
that's
cell of
actually
yours
pretty
after
smart.
all.
I did not expect Hiro to make an observation.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Yeah.
Then,
Number...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
They use a similar hammer, but not a justice hammer. They used the wooden mallet in the repository.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
I know. I know what was used. Yeah, it's this spotless hammer, exactly.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
He didn't move
How
around
did nobody witness them carrying it?
because it was in.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Okay.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, it did not.
That's wrong.
Boom.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
It was.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Yep.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
This was the murder weapon.
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If
Yup.
the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
You know what, guys? You guys are probably thinking that we have progressed so much into this case. I am sure we're not even 33% of the way in. I am sure this case will take at least another hour. I'm sure of it.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
and whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And I'm the one who betrayed him.
Can we be sure that?
Hold on a moment. I still
Yeah,
think it's strange
exactly.
to assume someone was working together with him.
Yeah.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Exactly.
So
There's.
the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yeah. Oh, but what? Spotless hammer again.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
I don't know.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
That is true.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
I don't know. I
Based
think.
on the rules that have been laid out, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act, assuming the rule holds true.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Celeste is really sus. Celeste is really sus. I am really
Since there were
suspicious.
two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering.
Bro, also, during the earlier stages of the game, Celeste was Hifumi was kind of a slave to Celeste at one point. So there is a good chance that Celeste was using Hifumi. Yeah, I think Celeste is the killer. That's my prediction.
Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
Yep.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies.
But still, I don't know, it sounds kinda.
By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
But not really, because the one person who was behind it is also dead. It doesn't make sense.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
That is true. Kyoko is so smart. Yeah, Kyoko is amazing. Yeah.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Who is it? What? I already have to select someone? I guess I have to select Kyoko here, but I'm pretty sure it's not Kyoko. Okay, it's not.
Shoot!
Okay, so it's not Kyoko. Yeah, I was also thinking Celeste. Bro, please don't say, tell me to do things, bro. Like, help me if, like, I'm stuck somewhere, but don't say it. It feels like I'm getting spoiled. I don't wanna get spoiled, please. Yeah.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
I was about, yeah.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
I mean, it makes sense to target Celeste. But, yeah, she's not, yeah, makes sense.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
I did say Celeste was hella sus.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Bro, I'm playing with you on searching shit. Yeah. Okay, play with me, but don't watch anyone else play and spoil the game for me, bro. Please. I'm just scared. I know you won't do that. I'm just scared. I don't want that to happen.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is there?
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. You two were the only ones who saw the fucking robot hurting other people.
Considering what we've learned so far.
Yeah. Encountering the suspicious individual and the screaming, yeah.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Exactly.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Okay.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Yeah.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yeah, makes sense.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Yeah. And that's why she took Aoi to the washroom so Hifumi could escape. Makes sense, bro. It was fucking... Yeah, it was Celeste.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said? Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah. Didn't I just say all of this at the beginning of the stream? This is exactly what I said at the beginning. I knew Celeste was sus as fuck.
it was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's Celeste. But yeah, but I really don't think it was Celeste though. But it makes sense for it to be Celeste.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
I'm smart, yeah, bro. I know. I'm hella smart.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Yep.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
But I still don't think it was Celeste though. I really don't think it was Celeste. I think Celeste was an accomplice to another person. Because Celeste being the killer is like too easy, you know? It's too easy to believe. I think Celeste was using another person. There's a layer between Celeste and the crime. She was an accomplice and she won't get in trouble. That's what I believe.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
But Celeste took Hina to the washroom.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together.
Bro,
and the
please,
picture
Soyam,
gets
bro,
better.
shut up, bro. Don't say things like that. Please, you are just ruining the vibe, bro. What the fuck? I don't know if you. Why are you doing this, bro? Just enjoy the game. Oh my god, bro. I don't know if what you're saying is like spoiler or not, but I don't know what happens if you say things just. Also, hello. Yeah. Okay, who do you think is the culprit? I've been screaming that Celeste is really sus since the beginning, but I don't think it's Celeste. I think Celeste was an accomplice to the accomplice of. Yeah. Okay, listen. I think Celeste was an accomplice to the accomplice of Hifumi. So the person who killed Hifumi was working with Celeste. That's what I think. Yeah, bro, I get it. But if you say this person is the killer, that person is the killer, I feel like you know what's happening, and it's like a spoiler. It ruins the vibe for me, bro. No, Celeste is not being used. Celeste is using someone. That's what I think.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
And also, anyone who's new to the stream, don't spoil, please. I love this game. I want to enjoy it. Do not spoil. Michelle Mations, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day or a good night.
I have no idea what you mean.
It's not Celeste. If Celeste is the killer, it would be too easy. It would be too obvious.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
What was it?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday I was playing, when I was playing, this part happened and I was like, yeah, this is not like Celeste. She's being too over dramatic. This is not Celeste behavior at all. But I still don't think it's Celeste though.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about
It's the
it.
fact that
Then pay
she's...
attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yeah. Okay, so guess with me, but don't say things like, oh, she killed him. I mean, it's not your fault, it's my fault. I'm overreacting, I'm sorry. But still.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yeah, repeat it. Okay, here we go again. I hope this doesn't take a lot of time. Monokuma file number 3.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like
Those guys died.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I did the opposite of what I should have done.
All I said was,
Bruh.
Really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die.
we are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys.
Boom!
That's wrong.
Yeah, one thing about Danga is how
There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys.
Yeah,
died.
I mean, you guys are saying these things about Byakuya, but so far I have been remembering shit too. I remember a lot. I retain a lot of information. Maybe I'm just as smart as Byakuya. Who knows? Just kidding. I'm not very smart.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Yeah, but okay. I'm pretty sure you guys have completed the game, so don't spoil. But I'm pretty sure that Celeste is not the killer. She was using someone else to do the killing. But no. Yeah. I don't get the vibe that Celeste is the killer.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Yep.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations.
Yeah,
You know that?
here it comes. I'm pretty sure it's not Celeste.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
That is also true. I forgot about that. She did take
Can't
the
you
picture.
explain this picture?
But yeah. Listen, I said, look at this picture. This picture is taken from inside the room, which means Hifumi was working with Celeste while this picture was being taken. So, okay, I get it. The guy in the suit, Hifumi, and Celeste are working together. There's a third person. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I get it. I fucking cracked it, boys. Hifumi thinks he and Celeste are working together. And the guy in the suit thinks the guy in the suit and Celeste are working together. Meanwhile, Celeste is using Hifumi to kill Taka, and then the guy in the suit to kill Hifumi. It's all up here, bro. Oh my god, I just solved this case. That's exactly what happened. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking. Okay, maybe I'm not totally right, but I am onto something right now. You can't deny that. I'm onto something. I'm totally onto something.
It has to be some kind.
So you think the guy in the suit is the culprit? Yeah. But I also think the guy in the suit is not. I don't think the guy in the suit is Hero though. I don't know, bro. It wouldn't make a lot of sense for the guy in the suit to be Hero, because Hero claims that he has been, out of it, and he's been like drunk or whatever. So there has to be another suit. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But how's my theory, guys? I think that's a pretty good theory. That makes sense. Exactly, that makes sense.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
I don't think
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
So yeah, by the way, if it is true that Celeste is not the killer and she orchestrated everything, then my respect for Celeste is like fucking so fucking high. But then again, the main thing is, what will Celeste gain by making other people kill each other? That's the main, there's nothing to gain by orchestrating murders for other people, right? Yeah, I don't know.
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
Yep, exactly. And you were the one who was telling us that it was, it was how it was. We never said anything. It was you who told us that it was the robot dragging Hifumi away. None of us said anything.
No, there is no other explanation.
There is. What? Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. The only option that makes any sense whatsoever is the first one.
I got it!
Yeah.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
What's with that reaction, Celeste? Are you hiding something from us?
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
Yeah, yeah, what the those are terrible options.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, Of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Yeah.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
I still don't think it's Celeste.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Why?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Please go ahead. I think this one's gonna take some time.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Huh. Yeah, she did say that.
Dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they
Could stand up straight like that.
I don't know. Okay, I think this one's gonna take some time.
Shoot!
Okay.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Huh. Okay, I know what's like contradictory, but I don't know what clue I have to shoot. She couldn't bend at the waist. Yeah, she did say that.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way
They could stand
Boom.
up straight like
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
That is wrong.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Okay. So this clue leads us to believe that there are no two suits and there is only one suit. And if there is only one suit, it means the guy in the suit is Hero. So that completely negates the theory I just made some time ago. So let's see how this goes. Let's go, Makoto Naegi.
They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh my god, Celeste is showing expressions, guys. Look at her face. She's making a face. Emotions are getting to her.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed
It is
in.
Celeste. Oh my god.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
It was Celeste. Oh my god, it is
Well
Celeste.
then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Okay, it's not Celeste. Okay, it's not. She almost got me. She got me. She's not. Okay, it's not Celeste. Okay, maybe it was.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
Okay, it was Celeste. Oh my god, it is Celeste.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Oh my god, it's Celeste. Oh no, it is Celeste. Oh no. Okay, for those who don't know, Hifumi did take Hiro's name, Yasuhiro's name, before he died. He said it was Yasuhiro. Yeah, he said it was Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
Oh my god, it is Celeste. I did not expect her to go out like that. It is fucking
In other
Celeste.
words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last names. Yeah, he was very respectful
That's
when he
right.
talked.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yep.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, he just
It is
said his
Celeste.
first name.
Oh no!
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a
Oh my
convenient
God.
explanation?
Celeste is gonna get executed.
No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
It is Celeste. Celeste's last name.
Well, no. Hold on.
Because we don't know Celeste's real
Could
name.
apply to, and that's Celeste.
Yeah!
Never actually told us what her real
Oh my god.
Did you just say?
Dude, what the
You
fuck?
take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Oh my god.
Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
It is Celeste.
Then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
If that is your real name, show us your what's it called? Yeah, if Celestia Ludenberg is your real name, show us your fucking handbook. Show us your handbook. A little? Bro. Yeah, e-handbook, e-handbook, e-handbook. It's in the e-handbook.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's one person here who might have that last...
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what you...
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
We do actually.
that's the only truth there
Ah!
is, moron!
Yeah, it's her, it's Celeste. Yeah, it's Celeste, bro, it's Celeste. It is Celeste. Oh my god, I did not want it to be Celeste. I wanted to see her alive. She's gonna get executed.
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
that's the only truth there is, moron!
Okay, I got it. It is Celeste. Okay, I just overthought the fuck out of this case.
If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since
You have no way to contradict
me,
Oh my,
What's wrong?
it is Celeste. It's fucking Celeste, bro.
That's it! The handbook!
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
I did not want it to be Celeste. I really like Celeste, bro. Ah. Who's your favorite character? My favorite character is Kyoko, by far. But I like everyone else that's in here, except Hiro, I guess. Everyone who's still alive, I like them all. But bro, I really wish it wasn't Celeste.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
She can't lie? What?
until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Oh my god.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed
Oh my god. It I did not want this to happen, brother. I did not want it to be Celeste. I love Celeste, bro.
and that'll bring everything to an end.
Okay, now we have to make a manga. Yeah. Oh my god, it's Celeste, bro. Fuck's sake. Wait. Ah. No, it's not here. Okay, it's this, yeah. I need to solve this manga. Okay, okay. Okay, 1 a.m. he went outside, right? So it happened at 1 a.m. What, does this go here? Ah! No. Okay, so this goes here. This is his. Okay. This is hammer 2, yeah. And this is hammer 3. Yeah,
Here's
I got it.
what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
Okay, I fucked up. This is wrong. What is this?
Here's exactly what
Oh
happened.
my god.
Before anything,
Okay, fuck. Ah! What goes here? I think I'm making a mistake. Okay,
killer
this is what happened.
You! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
I spilled water.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
But still, like, I expected more out of Celeste.
That someone
I actually
was
expected
Hugh.
way more out of Celeste. Yeah, no, cause like she's totally guilty here. I thought she was like top 3 smartest characters here after Kyoko and Byakuya. But I'm kind of disappointed, not
The
gonna lie.
murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Yeah, but
And
with
that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story.
But still, I really expected more out of
These two incidents,
Celeste.
the killers
Um,
were able to create a certain preconception in our minds.
And just because of this, another good character is dead. We lost Taka, no? Taka is dead as well. I was expecting so much more out of these
That
two
the suspect
characters.
was increasing the size of the hammers
But still,
and
I mean-
attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared once again,
Okay, shit.
Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
I also expected the physics lab to be of
That
use
explains how
in this
each of
case.
the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Hifumi's kinda dumb, no? Yeah. But also, like, what did Hifumi expect? By faking his own death, he gets to get away? Isn't that, like, really sus? Yeah, what was Hifumi expecting? I don't get it. Yeah, like, once you fake your own death, you're not going anywhere. You're not getting outside. What did you expect to happen? That's so dumb. Yeah, and the fact
The
that
plan all along was to kill Hifumi
yeah,
and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
like, also
That should cover everything that happened
Celeste should
in
have
this
done a
case.
better job.
And the villain behind
general.
it all is...
He likes anime girls. He likes anime boys, bro. What are you talking about? Fell in love with an AI of a dead boy who likes to cross-dress.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Oh my god, Celeste.
I lost? I lost?
I really wanted
When was
Celeste
the
to
last
stay
time
alive until
I
the
was
end.
forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Yeah, exactly. Her plan was too easy to solve. And she's like the genius gambler, no? You would naturally expect more from her. This case, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I was expecting a lot more from this case because we lost Taka as well. I was expecting so much from Taka, and he's dead, like nothing. His death was absolutely worthless. His spotlight was stolen from him, and Celeste, okay, I accept she can kill someone, but she should have done a much better job. The first case is still my favorite. The first case, the Sayaka case, is still my favorite. This one's my least favorite so far. The second case was better. And the crime itself was very like, it was so many weird things going on, you know. It's difficult to make a choice. It's difficult to solve the thing when so many uncertain things are going on. Like blood patches from the nurse's office. That's so random. I think the theory that I made, that Celeste was using someone else to do the killings, she was like the accomplice of the accomplice. If that was in the game, that would have been better. But yeah, the game is just how it is. I won't complain. I still love this game.
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
Don't leave the stream though. Yeah, the blood is pink. Yeah. Okay. No one leave the stream. We are gonna watch an execution. That's like the best part of the game.
Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Yeah, that's noble, actually. She takes the L.
Interesting.
Okay, she's gonna get executed. $1,070 points. Taiko Yasuhiro. So she was faking the accent the entire time. She was faking a French accent, no? Okay, she's gonna get executed now. Let's watch the execution. I don't like to see girls getting executed, bro. I don't like it.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Okay. I don't want to lose Celeste.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay, if you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay, let's go. I mean, surely we vote for her, no? What happens if we don't vote for her? But yeah, it is Celeste. She is getting executed. Oh my god, I do not want to see it, but I kinda do want to see it.
What?
Okay, Celeste.
Honestly.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, she should not have worked with someone else. She accepts that mistake. That's good. Why are you working with that fat ass? That guy's a loser. It was his incompetence that made you lose, Celeste. Yep, exactly. It was his total ineptitude.
I knew it.
Yeah, exactly.
So then,
Indeed.
Ah, he used. Yeah, he used the fucking AI. What's the AI called? What? Alter ego, yeah. Yeah, alter ego.
Say what?
Oh shit. Oh no! We're not supposed to talk about it in front of Monokuma.
just a second. In other words,
Indeed.
I see.
Okay, that's again, I'm not super impressed by that.
Actually,
What?
are you okay with this?
Oh, she framed Taka.
So then,
Damnation! Say what?
as for me,
Oh,
as for me,
Oh my god.
what?
That's fucked up. But that's smart. Whoa, Celeste. That's fucking dark. That's really dark. But that's also really smart. I have to give it to you.
Damnation! Say what? Completely unforgivable!
most unfortunate. Actually,
What?
indeed.
This is unforgivable! Completely unforgivable!
Honestly,
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Ah.
I see.
Chihiro is a girl? No, Chihiro is a guy. This fat ass fucking, what was his name? Fumi? Yeah, Hifumi. He's just insane. Chihiro is a guy who likes to cross dress. And you know, like Hifumi is the original femboy enjoyer, I guess. Yeah, they're calling him by her. I think it's because it's an AI. Because Chihiro is dead, so like, I think they're referring to the AI as her because I guess AIs don't have gender. I don't know.
indeed.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
Well,
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, exactly. This is what I wanted to know. Hifumi is fucking dumb. Yeah, Yasuhiro and Hifumi, they're both stupid. Like, how the fuck is Yasuhiro still alive? That makes no sense to me. He has no business still being alive. Staying alive this long.
so in the end,
What the heck?
Yeah, dude. Makes no sense.
Well,
Yeah, and yeah, the thing is, in this game, the murderers, you can't really blame the murderers. So like every character, even if they're evil, you can't really hate them. I have not hated anyone in this game so far. Even Leon, I didn't hate him. Webuff, what's up Webuff? What's up mere bhai?
Don't be mean!
You sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
Yeah. He is definitely the easiest target.
Why?
I don't even know. Yeah. Maybe the creators want to keep him alive just for the good times, I guess.
What the heck?
No, it was not for money.
But
You little bitch!
I mean, obviously it was a lie.
Hey! You little bitch!
Makes sense.
This is fine.
You had a dream.
Honestly.
Yeah. I am fine too, Webuff. What's up, bhai? Long time no see.
As for me,
Webuff la. Webuff is my friend IRL. We used to be roommates in college.
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle? That's a weird dream. Wow. What's this hedonistic dream, bro?
This is fine.
That's such a weird dream.
There is nothing to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have any regrets, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine.
Just the worst.
Oh,
OnlyFans launch at 100 subs. Yes, brother, and we are 3/4 of the way.
do you understand?
Yeah.
What is this?
The conscious deceives the unconscious. Yeah, she's about to die and she's still smiling.
Yes, indeed.
If I could be reincarnated, then
Isn't it wonderful?
she'd like to come back as Marie Antoinette. I don't know who that is.
hey,
You just get executed. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills,
Okay.
chills!
Here's the execution.
Prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh my god. I don't want her to die,
Guess I'll
bro.
let Kyoko hold on to this.
What is it?
What?
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important.
No, tell us.
Well then, take care, everyone.
Oh my god, Celeste is gonna die. Oh my god.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
I would love to meet you again, Celeste. I love you. She's about to die, guys. Yeah. Her last words are really graceful. I love it. And she is a woman of grace. Okay, I'll shut up now. Is she gonna get like burnt alive? Oh my god. Oh no. That's that's brutal. Unnecessary. What a beautiful lady. She doesn't deserve to go out this way, man. I hope I can see her smile. Or maybe not. Look at her. Wait. It's the fire brigade. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, that is brutal. That is so brutal and so unnecessary. She's dead. Celeste is dead, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And only 7 of us are left. Oh my god. Celeste is really dead. I did not want her to die this soon. If you ask me, who are the 3 people that you want to keep alive, Celeste would be one of them. Oh my god.
Extreme! What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes. Yeah, Miss Calithra. You were here yesterday as well, right? You missed the best part of the stream. It was the execution. But bro, come on. I had Celeste. I wanted more from Celeste, bro. I really did. I mean, it's still... I'm sad that she's gone. Yeah, I'm just sad that she's gone. And she died to a truck. Like, is there any symbolism behind the truck?
Let me out of here!
Too bad.
Yeah, I didn't like Mondo's execution though. Do you guys like Mondo's execution? I didn't like it that much. I loved Leon's execution. That was like brutal and also very unnecessary. But it was kind of cool. It was kind of badass. Also guys, if you're liking this stream, please leave a like and subscribe. I've never said it before and I don't want to say it again. But come on, help a brother out. Yeah, Mondo's execution is so weird. Mondo's execution I did not like at all. It was just weird. It was not badass or anything. Leon's execution was badass. I still feel bad for everyone that's dying, but his execution was brutal.
How strange. Hey!
Don't say anything.
So then, you...
What did you do?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Ooh, how exciting.
What the fuck did you do to my Kyoko?
fellow.
Fuck you!
Well,
This case was a bit disappointing after all that build up. Yeah, I expected way more from Celeste. Like I played the first 2 chapters off stream, so I've been really invested with these characters. I expected way more for Celeste, not only from Celeste but also for Celeste. She was one of my favorites for sure.
see ya.
Okay.
So,
Most likely. Yeah. I also wish she got more screen time. She clearly had the design, the fucking accent, the traits, everything to be top 3 characters of the series. She died like halfway through, right? So only 7 of us are alive now. She was like the middle death. Because we started with 15 and now 7 of us are alive. Yeah, she died too soon.
Hey,
indeed.
Yeah, let's go check. What did she hide?
Hey,
Oh, she hid the laptop.
What?
so,
Come on. What? Goodbye.
well then.
Okay. Yeah, okay, it's alter ego. It's alter ego. Okay, my bad. So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together. Yeah, I also think Aoi has a crush on me, which is nice because I also kind of have a crush on her. Hehehe. Wait, what? She's not jealous? I thought she liked me. Where's her jealousy, Aoi?
shall we go?
Yeah, let's go, let's go. And what did Monokuma
So
do to
then-
your body, bro?
You really came.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So,
Oh shit! Aoi X rank real ship. It is the realest ship there has ever been. I love Aoi. Now that you have said it, it's official. Now can we officially say the case is closed? Well, I want you to be honest with me. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
However,
No, tell me.
what?
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm worried about you, silly.
What?
Yep.
It's true. That's fine.
Yeah, tell me. Okay. Here's the reveal. Naegi. Wait. What's Giri? Who's Giri? Wait. Almost unbelievable. Wait. Kyoko. Okay. Nairi is Makoto x Kyoko. No, I don't like Makoto that much. Yeah, cause Makoto is kind of wimpy, no? Yeah, I mean, I am Makoto in game, but I don't really like him that much. He's like, there's nothing special about him. I think it's like, wait, what? Oh shit, I missed the dialogue. Where do I see F2? Yeah. She told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for 9 and when I went into action. Okay. Where do I go?
Correct.
Makoto is a bottom, maybe that's why. Yeah, Makoto is like, not like, you know, I can't really relate with him. He's like tiny and he's like Deku, but not strong. The boys' bathroom doesn't have the boys' bathroom on the second floor does not have a surveillance camera. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Ooh. Deku is also a bottom. Hell yeah, he is. What is there? What's the secret? Oh my god, there's an escape. Oh shit. I found through the bag on the
Correct.
There's a secret room. Yeah, there is a secret room. Yalaria. Hope Peak Academy Student Registry. You must not leave. Where have I seen them before? I must not leave. Oh my god, who's behind me? Oh shit. I'm dead. Where am I? All the books are gone. The guy was wearing a Spider-Man mask. Can I escape at least? Can I get out of here? Yeah. Yeah, let's go back to our room. Wait, how does Kyoko know about this? Yeah, it's the same sound. What's going on at the gym? Okay, what's going on? Sneaky, sneaky, please. Don't get caught. Yeah. Haga, yeah. Okay, I think it's Sakura, no? Yeah, it's Sakura. Oh, wait, they're fighting. They're sparring.
Why, you... What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this?
Isn't that like fucked up? You're not supposed to do this, no?
How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret.
So Sakura is the spy.
I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Wait,
Okay,
that's inconclusive.
but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What is he holding hostage? Maybe it is Sakura, huh? Woo! I think we're done for today, guys. Yeah, this chapter was fun. I enjoyed it, not gonna lie. It was plenty of fun. Okay, wait. Okay, let's play until this gets over. Yeah, and by the way, Junko's death was the worst. I was so excited to play with her, but she just died like nothing. Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks for joining. It was really fun. And you were constantly here, so like that's great. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow at the same time. So like, yeah, around 3 hours before what time it is now. It's like, yeah, 3 hours from now in the past. That's when I'll start tomorrow. You should come back tomorrow, to be honest. I'll continue with this game. It's only 5 hours here. Enough.
Indeed.
Yeah. I don't think that's conclusive. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Cause, I mean... Okay.
What?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, Michelle, please do come back tomorrow. 3 hours before what time it is right now. That's when I'll start tomorrow. And yeah, come back. We'll play the next chapter together. To go
I
explore.
see.
Yeah.
It's true.
You got it!
You know? We're serious.
Well...
Okay. Who's gonna die next, by the way? I have
According
no
to the
idea.
spirits,
It has to be Hero.
However,
how about that?
It's 11 p.m. So yeah, tomorrow come at 9. No, come at 8. Yeah. I mean, you don't... Okay, I'm not like forcing you to come at a time that's suitable for me. But like, if you're free, feel free to come. That's all I'm saying.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Oh! Okay.
This bull
So...
You got it all wrong.
Okay, dude. Okay.
So...
You know what? I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna save it. And we will continue tomorrow. Yeah, please come if you're free. And yeah, it was really fun. I honestly expected more from this chapter, but it is what it is. It was a fun stream, and I gained a new subscriber, so that's really nice. And yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna end stream now. Before you guys go, I just wanna say thank you. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, honestly. Please come back tomorrow if you're free. If you're not, I understand. Yeah, good night guys. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Goodbye Michelle. You've been really nice. Thanks for being here. It was fun for me as well. Thank you. Bye Swayam. Bye bye. Don't spoil Swayam. Don't be a bad boy. Be nice. Okay, I'm ending stream. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. End broadcast. Okay, I hate to end it like this, but I have to end it. Goodbye. Goodbye everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye. Peace.